Let's talk about schemas. What the heck are those? I'm going to tell you what they are today on Mental Health Minute with Kim. So you know how when you're going to build a house or some other building, you have blueprints that show you the layout and the measurements and stuff like that? That's what schemas are. There are blueprints for how we take in information and figure out the world around us. For example, when we're kids, we may see a four-legged furry creature that says bark, bark, ruff, ruff, and we look at our caregiver and they say dog. So we incorporate that into our schema and we know that four-legged furry creatures that bark are called dogs. Now maybe then we see a cat and we say four-legged furry creature, but it says meow, and we look at our caregiver and say dog, and they say no, that's a cat. So our schema changes. We now know that four-legged furry creatures that bark are dogs, four-legged furry creatures that meow are cats. So you can see that schemas change. Now, we may develop maladaptive schemas as children. For example, maybe our caregiver abandoned us, or we didn't form an attachment to anybody when we were young. So we may develop the maladaptive schema of fear of abandonment. And all of our relationships as an adult are going to be affected by that. And we may end up self-sabotaging, pushing people away, putting up walls and not getting close to people or letting people close to us because we're afraid that we're going to be abandoned. And while this may have been a protective device when we were kids, it doesn't serve us well as adults. But the good thing is, like I said, these blueprints, these schemas can be changed even when you're an adult. If you find a skilled therapist who can help you and you're willing to put in the work, you can change these maladaptive schemas into more healthy and adaptive schemas. I'll see you next week.